O fleeting time in blissful sight, let us partake in the wine in view of moonlight.
You're in the mood for drinking today, Master.
It's a rare moment of relaxation in this eternal summer. Enjoying some homemade wine is a joy of a fleeting life. Speaking of which, you treated me to a bowl of wine in the western region over a decade ago. You were young back then, but now you can drink with me. So, would you like a glass as well?
Thank you, Master, but I've never had an appreciation of wine.
I'll enjoy the wine on my own then. Though the world's vastness eludes my sight, time's toll on life shines clear and bright. In the feast of nature's bounty, bear's paw grants girth, while slender grace is found in the frog's agile mirth. Where dwells the divine Lord in realms unknown, does the immortal one grace existence's throne. In the eastern sky Romu's embrace, where the Julong resides with radiant grace. With blade's swift dance I sever its limbs, consume its flesh, quelling its whims. No more it soars beneath daylight's gleam, nor hides in night's veil a vanishing dream. Old souls endure, death's grip they defy, youth's tears withheld, their sorrows shy.
This is a poem called Fleeting Days, written by an ancient poet, I believe.
Indeed. Do you understand the meaning of this poem?
I'm not well educated, so I can only try to interpret it literally. The poem reflects on the fleeting nature of time and the brevity of life. The poet laments and wonders if there truly exists a god who does not rely on rains for sustenance. Legend has it that there is a colossal tree named Ruomu in the eastern skies, beneath which rests Julong, a dragon that controls the cycle of day and night with its eyes opening and closing. So, the poet whimsically imagines that if he were to sever its feet and consume its flesh, time would come to a halt naturally. Thus, the old would never die, and the young would no longer weep over their deceased relatives.
Yes, indeed. What a poem. What a dream. If everyone could enjoy eternal life, what kind of paradise would this world become? There would be no aging, no illness, and no death. Everyone would have ample time to know and befriend one another. All troubles and conflicts would diminish in the face of infinite longevity, leading to boundless knowledge, wisdom, and experience. In such a world, everyone could possess the wisdom of sages.
It's truly a marvelous dream. However, in reality, there are neither immortal beings nor dragons, and it's impossible for mortals to attain immortality.
Because you've never seen immortal beings or dragons with your own eyes, you can so easily conclude that they don't exist. As for immortality, countless emperors have pursued it, so it may not be an entirely futile endeavor, right? When everyone declares something beautiful, its concealed ugliness is exposed. When everyone recognizes something is good, its flaws become evident. Hence, existence arises from nothingness. Adversity emerges from tranquility. Magnitude finds definition in brevity. Eminence seeks solace in humility. And melody arises amidst discord. Sages act purposelessly and impart wisdom with veiled words. All beings are permitted to flourish undisturbed, nurtured without appropriation, fostered without reliance on personal strength, and achievements attained without laying claim to merit.
Your wisdom is far beyond my comprehension, Master.
It's just some knowledge gathered from others. What I just said was passed down to me by a philosopher friend of mine. According to him, the world is driven by desires for profit, and it is precisely through contrasts that people develop desires, competing for fame and fortune. Therefore, if one does not boast of extraordinary talents, does not value what is cherished, and does not flaunt what arouses greed, then one will not disturb the souls of others. In other words, once all desires are eliminated, one's soul will always remain serene and calm. However, even sages find it difficult to eliminate the desires for two specific things: satiety and vitality, that is. Well, isn't it a bit complicated? To put it simply, it's about being well-fed and healthy. These are the most fundamental needs for all living beings in the world, and all beings are equal in regards to these needs. Therefore, a wise emperor's reign will grant their people a content mind, a nourished body, a weak desire, and a strong spirit. This helps people attain knowledge and eliminate desires. In other words, by satisfying people's hunger and strengthening their bodies, emperors can protect their people from greed and desires, fostering peace in the world. At that time, all lives will be like thriving flowers in a fertile wilderness, blooming towards the sun.
You have your own reasons for your actions, Master, and I'm not supposed to ask you questions. But
Feel free to ask.
please forgive my boldness. Seeing your excitement today, is your grand plan approaching its final stage?
You're quite perceptive, Wusha. Yes, it's exactly as you said.
Please forgive me for my incompetence. I failed to remove those unexpected visitors at this critical moment.
Well, there's no need to apologize. I have other matters to attend to, and we won't be seeing each other again in the near future. As for the remaining matters in Songlin City, I entrust them to you.
The remaining matters.
You have your own path, Wusha. Follow your heart, and everything will be fine.
As you wish, Master.
There you are. What is the leader of the great minds in Emeon pondering about? I'm not teasing you. If it weren't for your help, we would... My colleagues often say that I'm too serious and lack a sense of humor. And now it seems that you're no different. Do you have any concerns? Although my knowledge isn't as profound as that of Master Yuan Xuan, I can try to help alleviate your worries. Indeed, everyone has to face death. The allure of immortality is undeniably strong. Sometimes I find myself pondering that question as well. Maybe we should simply let nature take its course. Perhaps we are too narrow-minded in labeling it as the Cerulean Blight. Imagine this. If everyone could live for thousands of years, explore the world, forge countless friendships, delve into the masterpieces left by wise individuals, and witness the passage of time and the evolution of eras, it would truly be a remarkable existence. Yeah, you're right. However, you heard their conclusion. All creatures infected by the Cerulean Blight will remain in their current state for eternity. Immortality would stop natural reproduction. If the Cerulean Blight continues to spread, it will stop the evolution of the entire biosphere, which has been progressing for billions of years. Biological theory suggests that life is a complex miracle resulting from countless coincidences and errors. While the stable replication of genes ensures the transmission of species, it is the accidental and diverse mutations that drive evolution. Even the origin of human intelligence may be attributed to a deoxyribonucleotide mistakenly copied in the brain of a primate millions of years ago. Allowing the Cerulean Blight to spread would mean eliminating the infinite possibilities for millions of species in the future. Such an outcome must never come to pass. As members of CAVE, it is our duty to remain vigilant against anomalies. If we let our guard down, how can we fulfill our duty of protecting our peers in the surface world? To be honest, we have considered this possibility. Head Librarian, did Master Cosmos share any information about Nemesis with you? I see. They have practically disappeared in recent years, but we have some clues regarding their activities. As far as we know, their current size has reached an all-time low. However, at the same time, the barrier for entering this secretive group has been raised to an unprecedented level. We have no knowledge about the details of its members, aside from the fact that all of them are leaders in specific fields and are referred to as apostles, each with a unique code name. Although it may sound self-aggrandizing, if even Weisha can't uncover their true identities, those members must have attained positions beyond our reach. Therefore, it's entirely reasonable to suspect their involvement in the Cerulean Blight crisis. Their influence extends far enough to make this possible. Considering what you experienced before, this is likely the case, as no one within Xi'an should harbor any hostility towards you. It's very possible that an apostle is lurking within Xi'an, concealed deeper than we can imagine. While your words hold truth, the challenge lies in determining what actions to take. Our enemy is lurking in the shadows, and guarding against a hidden threat is no easy task. Instead of wasting time speculating about their next move, we should focus on our own tasks. The fewer loopholes we have, the better our chances of catching them off guard and eventually turning the tables. Why don't you go for a walk? Staying here won't get us anywhere. Indeed, we will lure them out. For now, we can't go to Xingyu City and address the root cause with Master Yuan Xuan. Even so, we can still do our best to resolve the crisis in Songlin City, including unraveling the identity of the mastermind behind these events. Moreover, by observing the city with your own eyes, you can find answers to many of your questions and doubts. Although you're a foreigner, somehow I have a feeling that you will develop an affinity for this place. And I believe that this land will embrace you with open arms.
Huh? Oh, it's you. Wait, where's the woman with the poker face who's been following you around all day? It surprises me that she actually agreed to let you out. But I can't believe that Zhang actually let you out, especially considering the chaotic situation out there and the fact that you were attacked last time. Stay close. Don't get lost again like last time at the hospital.
The Bureau of Husbandry and Agriculture wants to hold the Harvest Festival on time this year. Although the festival will be held remotely, we still want people to get some fresh air, even if it's just for one afternoon. In that case, we need to eliminate all the contaminated animals that have invaded the city before the festival starts. At the very least, we must ensure that the city is safe on the day of the festival.
Since the water in the Grandeur River is contaminated, the Wellbeing Office City Hall has ordered fresh water to be transferred from other regions to Songlin City. Until the completion of the water diversion project, Songlin City will have to rely on caravans to deliver water from outside the city and manually distribute it. We're currently short-handed, so it'd be great if you could help us out.
Looks like something went down on the outskirts, and Ching asked us to stay here for now. With so many people gathered, that must be a serious problem going on.
Are you leaving? I heard there are some problems in the neighborhood near the hospital. Perhaps you should go there and take a look.
Is someone there? Help me!
Disperse in the storm of fear! Lightning speed!
Thank you so much. Those animals have been attacking us lately, and they delayed today's water delivery. Are you busy? If you have the time, could you help me distribute water to the residents in this neighborhood first?
Excuse me, I'm from the municipal government.
The government? Oh, you're just in time. We got 5 people here, and you only gave us 10 liters of drinking water and 60 liters of daily use water today. Do you think this is fair?
Wait, let me see. Each person should get 3 liters of drinking water and 15 liters of daily use water per day. And you had 5 people here. Oh, right.
Right. Do you have any idea how much water you shorted us? We can't even make a decent soup.
Come on. It's only 3 liters of drinking water and 10 liters of domestic water short. I'll make up for it right away. Well, it's not that big of a deal, all right? Now I know you're good at basic math.
Well, whatever. I get that you're swamped with everything going on. Feel free to give our water to the family across the street. They have an old man at home and must need more water for daily care.
Retaliate!
Excuse me, I'm from the municipal government. Here's your water allocation for today.
Oh? Why do we have so much water today? So it's from our neighbor across the street. I really appreciate it. Actually, my old man doesn't need so much water. He's been losing his appetite lately, even though he's in good health. I mean, he's already in his 80s, and I'm worried he might be on his last legs. Please, take the water and give it to those who need it, especially the people at the hospital.
Are you from the government? We could really use your help. Come here. See that bus parked on the roadside? We were intending to use it to transport some patients out of the city. But those beasts are too dangerous. Could you get rid of them? Here, the permission to the barricades.
Speed! Retaliate! Lightning speed!
There are some obstacles up ahead blocking the road. If I try to drive through, the bus will get damaged, and the patients inside might get hurt. Could you help me clear the road?
Lightning speed! Retaliate! Disperse in the storm of spear! Lightning speed! Retaliate! Disperse in the storm of spear! Retaliate! Lightning speed! Retaliate!
There's too many of them. I'll get some help.
Hey, it's you guys. Oh, Jin, you're here too.
Huh? Are you leaving the city, Miss Young?
Yes, the hospital here is overcrowded, and I feel guilty occupying a bed. Besides, the government mentioned that the water of the Grandeur River is polluted, and I'm concerned it won't be good for the baby in my belly if I stay here any longer. My little one. It used to kick my belly all the time, but recently, it has been so quiet, behaving so well that it makes me nervous. Lately, there have been all sorts of rumors, whether the crops are failing, or there's a water shortage, or if there's a disease outbreak. Everyone is on edge. Many people in Songlin City used to live in the western region, and everyone is afraid that what happened before will happen again. Sometimes, I can't help but wonder if my little one doesn't want to come into this world because it's worried about causing trouble for us.
Not at all. How could it possibly cause trouble?
Yeah, I agree. How could it possibly cause trouble? Lately, I've been dreaming about this baby, and I keep telling it. You won't cause any trouble to Mommy. I want to meet you soon, and I hope you'll grow up healthy. You'll become a healthy and kind person, just like Shin.
Shut up!
Hey, I think I just felt the baby kick again. I hope this kid will grow up in a better world. Do you think it will? Well, my little one won't be able to see the Harvest Festival this year. I hope we can both participate in it next autumn.
You're making a fuss. What if you drop him? You know, you're going to have a sibling. Be a good brother, will you?
It's going to be a sweet girl, don't you think?
Yeah.
Did the first fleet encounter issues again today? All right, I see. Oh, seen? There you are. You're just in time. I've been overwhelmed here. Songlin City is sending out grain from the city, and the grain trucks are all waiting nearby. Come and lend us a hand. The Bureau of Roads and Travel is transporting stored grain to various regions, and all highways and railroads are at full capacity. The Well-Being Office is coordinating with other regions to ensure that transportation fleets from Songlin City are given priority. But recently, the biological mutations caused by the water have intensified, and contaminated animals have started attacking transportation fleets and workers constantly. Ordinary people can barely perceive anomalies. They can't see the true nature of what we see and can't defend themselves against such attacks. We need to escort them until all the resources are safely delivered.
can't get through. Could you clear those obstacles?
Still.
Watch out! It's those animals again!
Still. Coward! Crushing horses and fire!
You must be the government guards, right? Thank you. Hop in the passenger seat. If anything comes up, I'll cut it on you. Truck number 1 here. Calling all trucks. Check the head count, trucks, cargo, and fuel level. All right, we're good to go. Listen up, everyone. Follow the truck out of you. Let's hit the road. I should give the rundown on our fleet, but time is against us, so let's get the formalities.
We've got 30 trucks in total. 6 loaded with flour, 10 with rice, 1 carrying cooking oil, 9 with fruits and veggies, and the last 4 are refrigerated trucks carrying meat. We're starting from Songlin City and heading all the way up to the Northland region. Our job is to escort them to the next checkpoint outside the city, where the cerulean blight hasn't affected the animals yet.
You've never been there, have you? That's my hometown. About 2,000 kilometers away from Zhongyun region. Zhongyun region is great, by the way. We only harvest once a year there. Unlike here, where they do it 3 times a year. Nothing much. We've got 2 guys from the western region in truck number 2. They heard that Jiangnan region needed help, so they drove day and night for over 3,000 kilometers to get here. By the time we deliver the supplies to northern region, they'll practically travel across all of Jin. Let's see, the girl in truck number 5 is from Han's region. The young man in truck number 17 is from the central region. And the father and the son in truck number 24 are from the northern region. And sure, we got people from all over Jin. I've covered the longest distance among these folks, so they consider me their captain. Honestly, I was supposed to retire and go back home last month, but with the current situation, I'll do whatever I can. Many people in northern region are in desperate need of food. I've traveled over 8 million kilometers in my life, so traveling a few thousand kilometers at the last minute is no big deal. Besides, it's nothing compared to the situation in the western region back then. Those was truly tough days. Even though we received food supplies in the western path, the road was too narrow for trucks, so we had to rely on human labor and mules. In the end, we had to build roads while carrying food on foot over the mountains. After one trip, your feet would be killing you. Seriously, it's nothing like now, where you can just chill in an air-conditioned car. Well, that young government guy was blabbering yesterday, saying we need to transport at least 40 million tons of grain to a different part of Jian during the fall and winter seasons. If each truck carries a full load of 40 tons, that adds up to 1 million truckloads, and that's where we're at, roughly. Of course, not all the grain is transported by road. There are also railways and waterways. The riverport and seaport in the city are packed with ships that spontaneously came to help with grain transportation. And there are a bunch of big ships waiting at sea for a spot to dock. If we put in a little more effort, we might just have the Harvest Festival on time this year. Alright, enough chit-chat. I'm focusing on driving. I'm responsible for what's on this truck, and I'm counting on you to handle what's up ahead. Thanks, guys. You can leave us here. Someone else will take care of us from now on. Huh? What's going on up ahead? Is construction work causing the blockage?
What's wrong with these animals? Get them out of here! Protect the pipeline! Don't let these crazy oxen damage it!
Those oxen are contaminated, but those workers are mistaking them for ordinary livestock. They'll get hurt if we don't intervene.
Thank you so much for your timely help. Seriously, we're stretched thin on manpower. We have to build the pipelines while dealing with these mad animals. Yeah, exactly. We better fill in the gaps soon, or we'll be losing tons of water down the drain. Oh, if you're thirsty, help yourself to a drink. Don't worry, this water is not from the contaminated Grandeur River. It's actually clean water transferred from the north through the water diversion project. Yeah, I get why you're confused. Initially, the water diversion project was meant to bring water from the Grandeur River to the north. But a few days ago, the Well-Being Office ordered a reversal of the water transfer. They wanted to raise the water level in the northern reservoir to address the water shortage in Kanglin City. The problem is, the situation wasn't anticipated during the project's design. As a result, the main channel is pretty far from Kanglin City and other populated areas. So, we received the task of building temporary water pipes. It's not a technically challenging job, but nobody told me we'd be dealing with those crazy oxen and birds until I arrived in Kanglin City. Nope. The city is fully focused on grain transportation, and they can't spare any manpower for laying pipelines. Once we heard about the orders from the Grand Monument, we packed up our stuff and came here, hoping we could lend a hand. Well, according to the plan, we're working on 10 different sections of the pipeline simultaneously. In just 4 days, we've managed to lay down 225 kilometers of pipe. At this rate, we'll be done in another 2 days. I'm pleasantly surprised to see so many others share the same mindset. In this section alone, we've got over 400 people from different regions who came here to help out. I guess everyone is hoping that if we finish laying the pipelines ahead of schedule, the Harvest Festival this year will go smoothly.
Have those animals been attacking the pipelines all this time?
In the past few days were fine. As long as we didn't provoke those beasts, they wouldn't bother us. But lately, I don't know what's happened. They seem to be attracted to something and have started attacking our pipelines in a more organized way.
I see. Let's go see what's going on.
So, these animals are getting restless? Let me knock some sense into them.
Stealth! Crushing horses and fire! Those oxen's hooves are getting harder. They can even smash through thick pipes. What's happening here? The water... Oh, nothing. Let's fix the water pipes first. These barricades were probably set up by the construction team. Let's move them out of the way for now. It's strange. Why would they want to destroy the pipes when the water inside is not even from the Grander River? Crushing horses and fire! It's not my imagination. The water here is the contaminated water from the Grander River. The water inside the pipe is clean. So someone deliberately spread the contaminated water around the pipes to attract those animals. Who would do such a thing? Yeah, you're right. It's pointless to think about the culprit now. Stealth, coward!
here to help repair the pipe. I'll leave those feral animals to you.
Crushing horses and riders! Coward! Now is the time! Cut it clean! Coward! All the pipes are repaired. We're good to go now. Lift the barricades and let the construction team evacuate.
Thanks a lot. If it weren't for you, who knows when we would have finished fixing these pipes.
You're welcome. By the way, have you noticed any suspicious behavior from your team members?
Well, I don't remember everyone. It's a temporary engineering team, after all.
Please help us! We're heading into the city, but what's wrong with those crazy animals? Don't let them touch the wagon! It's got all our precious drinking water!
Now is the time! Cut it clean! Coward!
Who's in charge here?
It's me. What's up?
Before I left, I was instructed to bring a soil sample to Sanglin City. This sample is from the Grand Monument, and it's supposed to be delivered to the former head of the Bureau of Husbandry and Agriculture.
Sure. I'll take care of it. This label says moon soil. This is a sample of moon soil sent from the Grand Monument. Please deliver it to the former director of the Bureau of Husbandry and Agriculture as soon as possible.
More errands to run. By the way, who's that former director?
I'll personally go meet him, so come along with me, Scene. And you, head librarian, if you're not too busy, I'd appreciate it if you could come too. It's no exaggeration to say that he was the one who established Songlin City.
Huh? Isn't this place...
What's the matter, Scene? Have you been here before? Why do you look surprised too, head librarian? Could it be that you have...
Jing? And you?
Mr. Nong, do you know head librarian?
Well, it's a long story, but in simple terms, it's fate. Well, it's a long story, but in simple terms, it's fate.
So that's how it is. I apologize for any inconvenience caused by Scene and head librarian. Please allow me to reintroduce him. This is the founder of Songlin City and the first director of the Bureau of Husbandry and Agriculture, Mr. Nang Zi.
No need to be so formal. I had enough of official talk long before retiring. Don't stand at the door, just come inside.
Mr. Nang, this is a soil sample that was delivered yesterday. It was specifically sent to you from the Grand Monument.
Oh, I've been waiting for this a long time. Let me see. The particle size and composition appear to be correct. It's exactly the soil sample I've been searching for!
What exactly is this, old man? It's not actual moon soil, is it? Are you really planning to use it for farming?
Mind your manners, Scene.
Of course, it's not real moon soil. They only obtained a small amount of moon soil from the lunar exploration program, and even the research institutes don't have enough to share. It would be far too extravagant for an old man like me to indulge in such a luxury. This is an imitation of moon soil, created by synthesizing earth minerals based on characteristics of actual moon soil. Apart from the different origins, the two are essentially identical. And yes, it's indeed used for farming. One day, humans will inhabit the moon and even planets beyond it. Although we may not live long enough to witness that day, future generations will. As their predecessors, it is our responsibility to ensure an ample food supply for their journey.
The announcement about seeking refuge in the city was made long ago, Mr. Nong, and most residents in the outskirts have already retreated to the city before the situation worsened. Why are you still here?
Well, because I haven't finished the task at hand. I have a small lab at the back of this house for space cultivation. The temperature and humidity inside simulate the conditions of a moon base. Unfortunately, I can't replicate lunar gravity, but that can't be helped. I've selected several crops that may be suitable for growing on the moon, hoping that some of them will meet their production needs of lunar bases in the future. I have planted rice in all the previous moon soil samples. However, none of the crops have sprouted yet.
I understand. Your determination remains steadfast as always. But I wonder if your health allows for such dedication?
Well, don't worry about that. All old men like me are racing against time. And that is why I must push myself as far as I can.
Since this is your wish, we will no longer trouble you.
Not so fast. You've been busy all this time. Are you hungry now? Nothing is more important than having enough food. Come and have a meal.
Is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? My stomach is growling!
Be patient, Xin.
Don't be so strict, Ching. I rarely have a chance to talk to young folks like Little Sin. You have never experienced famine, and you don't know how terrible hunger can be.
You're right. Excuse me, Mr. Nong. Head librarian and I will step outside for some fresh air. Feel free to ask whatever you want. You seem to have a lot of questions, and that's why I brought you out, too. I believe you've heard a lot about the terrible famine in the western region during your journey, right? It's not something to be avoided, actually. It's just that I didn't find a good time to tell you about it. The famine occurred about 15 years ago.
What will be her name?
Jiahua. Let's call her Jiahua.
send her away. She's still young. Perhaps she can find enough to eat out there. If we had sent her away back then, she wouldn't have had to suffer all these years.
Countless horrifying things occurred during that era. The newborn Xian was frail, and it took nearly 3 years for its people to overcome that famine. True, as Mr. Nong mentioned, I didn't personally experience that catastrophe, but there were many refugees from the western region in Songlin City at the time, and they were sensitive to the word famine. Actually, Xin, she was one of them. Fortunately, many of them managed to survive. What have you witnessed along the way, head librarian?
I hope this kid will grow up in a better world. Do you think it will?
I've traveled over 8 million kilometers in my life, so traveling a few thousand kilometers at the last minute is no big deal.
Once we heard about the orders from the Grand Monument, we packed up our stuff and came here, hoping we could lend a hand.
We have the most resilient people in this world. No matter how much they suffer, they never fail to rise again and continue onward, enduring their wounds. Songlin City is a relatively young city. It took us 5 years to develop into the granary of Xian. In the future, there will undoubtedly be thousands of granaries like Songlin City built on this land, providing shelter even for the poorest people. It's not just me. The entire Songlin City, as well as the people of Xian, hold Mr. Nong in high regard. As I mentioned earlier, it's no exaggeration to say that he was the one who established Songlin City. He personally experienced the famine in the western region and conceived the idea of Songlin City. He dedicated his life to building this city. His dream was to ensure that no one in Xian's borders would ever go hungry again. He introduced new types of rice and innovative farming methods, and under his leadership as the director of the Bureau of Husbandry and Agriculture, the centralized agricultural system gradually took shape. Undoubtedly, as a result, everyone calls him by a revered title, the Sower. This title originates from Jisha, the first emperor of Xian and the ancestor of agriculture. It's used to honor those who have made significant contributions to agriculture, as if they were the reincarnation of Jisha. Yeah, you're right. His health has been deteriorating lately. The government has repeatedly urged him to relocate to the city, not only for security reasons, but also to provide him with easier access to medical care. Although it's never been explicitly stated, there is genuine concern in case one day the announcement about seeking refuge in the city was made long ago, Mr. Nong. And most residents in the outskirts have already retreated to the city before the situation worsened. Why are you still here?
My name is Wuxia, and I'm one of the vigilantes here.
Is something troubling you, head librarian? Please don't hesitate to share it. Vigilante squads? Do you mean patrol squads organized by the residents themselves? Of course not. Even we found those contaminated animals to be a challenge. Neither Wisha nor the government would ever allow ordinary people to face them. Wait, let's pause our conversation here. Something stranger is happening. The water vapor is gathering. Step back, head librarian. Who's there? You look very prepared. Are you the one behind those animal attacks? Coward! Stealth! Crushing horses and riders! You've finally shown yourself. Good. Let's have a go at it. Stealth! Coward! Coward! Crushing horses and riders! Coward! Coward! Stealth! Now is the time! Cut it clean! Coward! Coward! Stealth! Crushing horses and riders! Stealth! Coward! Stealth! Jane! My waist badge!
I know!
Do you expect me to leave you and Mr. Nong unprotected?
What's happening? I just finished cooking. Where is Sin?
It's nothing, Mr. Nong. Please don't come out. I apologize for this interruption, but we must leave to handle an emergency.
think about running away from me!
Had enough of this nonsense! Stop right now!
Ching, the head librarian seems to have something to say.
Immediately contact the Bureau of Employment and Social Support and Bureau of Civil Security to search for individuals matching the description.
Found him. Wuxi, born in the Western region. He lost his parents at a young age and was later adopted. After that, he moved from place to place before finally settling in Sanglin City. According to the records from both departments, he is a model citizen with no criminal record. He pays all taxes and social insurance on time, maintains good credit, and holds a stable job. Based on these records alone, he seems to be an honest man of hard fortune, and there appears to be little reason to suspect him. Wuxi has a younger sister, who is his only living relative. I checked, and it seems that his sister is seriously ill and has been receiving medical treatment in a hospital. His sister's background is similar to his own, as they were both adopted at a young age. The only difference is that his sister is unable to work due to her illness and relies on Wuxi to cover her medical expenses.
Who adopted Wuxi? Do we have any information about their identity?
The adopter's information is encrypted and currently inaccessible. It was a closed adoption, so the records remain confidential.
Let's use our authority to override the encryption.
I'm on it. Wait, this is strange. Even we don't have the clearance? It seems that this adopter is someone of significance. If we want to investigate further, we will need higher level clearance from the Well-Being Office, or Master Yuan Xuan himself.
Is it possible to track his movements using the surveillance system of the Bureau of Civil Security?
Certainly. The surveillance system indicates that he leads a regular life, primarily commuting between his residence and workplace. Every few days, he visits his sister in the hospital, and the timing matches the records provided by the Bureau of Health and Welfare. Wait, the records show another place he frequents.
Where is it?
Outside Sanglin City, near the Grandeur River. It's the residence of Mr. Nongji.
Could it be that these records are forged?
No, they are not forged. I have seen that guy once, in front of that old man's house. I'm sorry, I lost him. It's my fault. I haven't retrieved your waist badge either. I'll definitely go for his throat next time.
Well, it is important because it represents my authority as the Secretary of the Bureau of Oversight and Integrity. However, it's just a waist badge after all, and a badge alone cannot do much. All changes to government orders now have to be reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Oversight and Integrity before they can be authorized. Therefore, my authority is only used for the necessary step of confirmation, and having it on its own is of no use. Moreover, as much as I hate to believe so, The primary suspect for the manipulation seems to be Mr. Nangji himself. Both accidents I had with head librarian happened near his residence. Furthermore, all the people involved are from Emeon and Weisha. This can't be dismissed as a mere coincidence. By the way, what's the name of Wux's sister?
Her name is Tianhua. She suffers from a chronic disease that currently has no cure. Her condition worsened in the early spring of this year, and the doctor predicted she wouldn't survive the summer. However, her condition has unexpectedly improved recently. Wait, could it be because of the cerulean water?
Scene. Mobilize manpower to monitor various regions in the city and search for Wuxi. Also, assign someone to keep an eye on his sister at the hospital. As for the outskirts, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you and Zero to monitor that area, head librarian. What are you waiting for, Scene? Hurry up!
Did you just say his sister's name is Tianhua?
Yeah? Why? What's up?
Oh, it's nothing. I'm leaving.
I've been having trouble sleeping these days. You know, people tend to think about nonsense when they get older. Now that you're willing to stay here with me, of course I'm happy to have you. Are you hungry? Let's have lunch together. I've reheated the cold meal from yesterday. You must be starving. Don't worry, there's plenty more.
Thank you. It's delicious. Rest assured, the food is safe.
Harvest Festival? Well, actually, it was just around 10 years ago. It's not like the traditions of Qian, and it wasn't initially intended as a festival. Soon after the famine in the Western region broke out, the Well-Being Office started the project to expand the Western Path to ensure the smooth transportation of supplies. I remember clearly that the last bridge on the Western Path was completed in the fall, and the entire line was finished and opened for traffic on the autumn equinox. Songlin City was also established that year. The first grain train departed from Songlin Station, delivering freshly harvested rice and wheat to the western region. At that time, I thought such a significant event deserved a celebration, so I organized a small ceremony before the train departed. But when the announcement was published in the newspaper, the number of attendees far exceeded my expectations. It was only later that I realized many of the people who were working in Songlin City at the time used to be refugees, fleeing from the western region. Although it was already the past, one's longing for one's homeland is like subtle threads, usually hidden in the depths. As soon as memories are stirred, they resurface. Residents from the western region surrounded the station in a crowd so tight, not even a single drop of water could seep through. I understood them. Although they couldn't take the train back to their homeland, the train would bring back the food they had cultivated. Soon the children in the western region would have their tables filled with fragrant rice and steamed bun. I heard that the train also received a grand welcome when it reached the western region. The people wrote numerous thank you letters to us, so many that they could have buried the entire office. Many of them were pencil and crayon drawings made by children. These drawings were more beautiful than any artwork I had seen in my life. But I feel a sense of guilt that we were too late. If only we had constructed the railroad earlier. If only we had grown rice earlier. If only we had anticipated the climate change earlier. Before this city was built, and before that train departed, I often wondered, "Oh, Bodhisattva, when will you finally bring your salvation to this land?" It's ridiculous, right? When people are pushed to their limits, they always seek something ethereal to soothe their hearts. It was only after that train departed that I finally felt relieved and realized Bodhisattva doesn't live in the sky at all. No wonder my countless prayers went unanswered. Humans. They have to become bodhisattvas themselves to bring salvation to themselves and others. Later on, people spontaneously gathered on that day to celebrate every year. And at some point, the Bureau of Culture and Tourism officially named it the Harvest Festival. I think it's a good thing. After all, it's the day when people realize that they themselves are bodhisattvas.
I have confidence in your judgment.
Anything out of the ordinary?
No, the surveillance system hasn't detected anything suspicious. It seems like Wuxi has disappeared without a trace.
What's the situation on your end, head librarian? I'm glad you've been enjoying yourself. What about Scene? Connect me to her. Can you hear me, Scene? What's the situation on your end?
Everything's fine. I can't see anything unusual. You got my coordinates, right? Help me with the barricades along my patrol route. Ching, raise the barricades in my area. Retaliate! Lightning speed! Disperse in the storm of spear! Disperse in the storm of spear! Retaliate! Disperse in the storm of spear! In the storm of spear! It's dangerous outside. Just go home and stay safe.
But isn't the Harvest Festival coming up? Why won't you let us out?
We're still clearing the streets and setting up the venue. Please go back and wait for further notice. I promise the festival will happen on time. Is that? Attention, everyone! The target is on the move from Sector 6 towards Sector 5, along line Y25.
The camera in Sector 6 picked up some movement. Wuxia has appeared. All field officers have been notified. The closest officer is Xin. She's already on her way.
Can you hear me? There's an emergency. Someone in the next block is under attack. I've sent you the coordinates. Go help them.
Haven't you had enough of this nonsense? Stop right now! Don't you see how dangerous it is outside? Why don't you stay at home? Forget about the festival! Didn't I tell you to stay home until it starts? It's not time yet!
I'm sorry. I was just thinking if I could help clear the streets. You guys seem to be short-staffed, so I thought I could help you in my own way. By the way, I saw someone climbing onto a rooftop and heading towards the square. I don't know if it's a thief or what, but it seems dangerous. I mean, we're not in ancient times. Who knows those acrobatic moves anymore?
All right, just go home already. Correction. The target has left the main road and is now moving on the rooftops. I'll stop updating the real-time location. Just follow my coordinates. This is annoying. Why is he leaping around like a rabbit? Stop right there! Personnel, the target is temporarily lost. The last known location is the Central Square, in front of the main entrance of the Nongsong Pavilion. All field personnel, disperse immediately and surround the Central Square. Block all roads and prevent the cerulean beast from escaping at all costs.
Nongsong Pavilion? The square in front of the Bureau of Husbandry and Agriculture? Oh, what's he doing there?
Or a better question would be, what can only be done inside Nongsong Pavilion?
Could it be related to the Central Agricultural System? That system is housed in the Nongsong Pavilion.
The system manages and monitors all farmlands throughout the entire Fertile Plains. According to current regulations, any changes at the system level require a proposal from the Bureau of Husbandry and Agriculture and approval from the Bureau of Oversight and Integrity before implementation. As a result, any changes would require authorization from both Director Feng and myself. Since the contamination, we have deactivated the system, and it is currently disabled. What does he want to do with the system at a time like this? Wait. List all the main sub-functions of the system and see what could be used by Wuxi.
Sure thing. Main functions include seeding, pest control, sterilization, fertilization, sprinkling, conservation, ripening, harvesting, and husking.
Wait, did you just say sprinkling?
Yeah, and not only that, the city's landscape maintenance devices are interconnected with the system. Overall, there are around 250,000 sprinklers distributed across the city's landscaped forests, parks, and greenbelts, all managed by the system.
I understand his plan now. I must head to the City Hall now. Secretary Tsing, please wait. What are you intending to do? As I mentioned, Director, the situation is urgent. I need you to activate the citywide broadcast immediately. But this violates the regulations, Secretary Tsing. You are the director of the Bureau of Oversight and Integrity, and you know that to activate the broadcast, you need to submit a report to the municipal government and obtain permissions beforehand. Now is not the time to adhere strictly to the regulations. If the government holds us responsible, I will take full responsibility. And if you have any grievances at the time, feel free to file a complaint, and I will not contest it. All right, I'll do it. Broadcasting Department, stand by. Increase transmitter power to the maximum and provide full band coverage. All other stations, suspend your programs. We will make an emergency announcement. All right. Please proceed with your statement, Secretary Tsing. Greetings, citizens. I am Xilan Tsing, the executive of the Bureau of Oversight and Integrity in this city. I apologize for interrupting your daily lives once again. Recently, we have been facing a challenging situation due to the contamination of the Grandeur River. In order to demonstrate our unwavering spirit and offer prayers for overcoming this challenge, the government has decided to advance the Harvest Festival. I fully understand the festival's significance to Songlin City, to Jiangyin region, and even to Xi'an, particularly in a difficult time like this. Therefore, I sincerely apologize to all of you once again. We have received reports that the sprinklers of the centralized agricultural system have been sabotaged. We believe that the saboteurs intend to activate the sprinkler system during the Harvest Festival today, causing the Grandeur River water to flood the city and infect all residents. Hence, we are compelled to immediately halt all scheduled activities and urge all citizens to leave public places, return home, and close all doors and windows. We have dispatched personnel to address the issue and apprehend the vandals. We will make every effort to swiftly resolve the situation and restore normalcy to everyone's lives. Until further notice, I kindly request that you refrain from going outside for the well-being and safety of your families. This concludes the broadcast. I can't believe something like this has happened. All directors. Wait, where's Director Feng? Why isn't he here?
Fang Lin has been missing for the past few days. I have no idea what he's been up to, as he didn't request a leave or submit any reports. He probably couldn't stay in the office and went out to the field.
But why did he have to leave at such a critical moment? Well, never mind. We have more pressing matters to attend to. All directors, you've heard what I just said. The centralized agricultural system is under threat, so I need to know who else has direct access to the system. It seems like you already have a suspect in mind. Yes, but I don't have concrete evidence yet.
I wonder whom you suspect.
Well, Mr. Nong Ji is the former director of the Bureau of Husbandry and Agriculture. Perhaps he still has access to the central agricultural system?
Huh? You don't know Secretary Ching? Mr. Nong practically founded Songyin City, and the entire system was established during his tenure. Therefore, as a sign of respect, Songlin City has granted him the highest level of access to the system, allowing him to modify commands without any review.
What? This is the first time I've heard anything like this.
That happened long ago before you joined the government. Mr. Nong has been retired for many years after all.
How can you all turn a blind eye to such a significant security breach?
But Secretary Ching, we're talking about Mr. Nong. He's the architect of the city. Moreover, retaining his access isn't a security breach at all. We've been relying on his expertise so far, and his authority facilitates his guidance in agricultural production and allows for timely corrections of any issues. For all those years, Mr. Nong has passionately dedicated himself to this city.
Please take a look at this photo. Instruct the Bureau of Civil Security to apprehend this man. He's the one who directly sabotaged the centralized agricultural system.
Wait. I think I've seen him before.
You've seen him?
Yeah. He looks familiar. Let me see. Oh, right. He's Director Feng's guard.
Wait, Director Feng has a guard? I remember him refusing the guards assigned by the Bureau of Civil Security a long time ago.
Oh, I remember that too. It's customary for the director of the Bureau of Husbandry and Agriculture to have a personal guard. But when Director Feng took office, he declined the offer.
But that doesn't make sense. I met Director Feng and this young man in front of the hospital last year. They seem to be quite familiar with each other, so I casually asked Director Feng if the young man was a relative of his. And he said that the man was his guard. Dr. Feng answered in such a lighthearted manner that I didn't think much of it at the time. Why are you giving me that serious look, Secretary Ching?
Everything makes sense now. Why didn't I suspect him earlier? It's Feng Lin?
Wait, are you saying that Feng Lin is the culprit behind this disaster? The director of the Bureau of Husbandry and Agriculture personally destroyed our agricultural production and intends to infect all the citizens with the cerulean blight?
Should we arrest Feng Lin as well?
We should, but I highly doubt we'll be able to catch him in Songlin City. I know his style. If all of this is truly his plan, he must have already prepared an exit strategy. Damn it! Who the heck is he? Can you hear me, Head Librarian? Please find an excuse to step away from Mr. Nong. I have important information to share with you. I just left the City Hall, and the situation has become clear. Wu Shi is Feng Lin's follower, and Feng Lin is the one who has been trying to undermine Songlin City.
Anyway, I genuinely hope that Xian will leave you with unforgettable memories, just as Obed left a lasting impression on me.
Please come to me immediately. We require all the assistance we can get.
What's happening? Are you all leaving now? I understand. These haven't been peaceful days. Feng Lin mentioned his intention to hold the Harvest Festival, but honestly, focusing on formalities seems inappropriate given the circumstances. Indeed I do. How could I not be aware of my successor, the second director of the Bureau of Husbandry and Agriculture? He used to visit me during his free time, accompanied by his young guard. Yeah, I'm talking about Wu Shi, the man who brought you to me that day. Life here can be boring, and they were the only ones who kept me company. But you know, they seemed preoccupied with something, and whenever I asked, they evaded the topic, treating me as if I were a child. I'm old now and I can't be of much help. All I can do is watch you young people running around. And it saddens me. Regardless, I still hope I can be of some assistance, even if it's just a little. I won't press for details. I assume you've been instructed to keep them confidential, so I won't make things difficult for you. Here, take this. It's an authentication token for accessing the centralized agricultural system. The younger generation looks up to me and has entrusted me with this stuff. It's safe to say that this is the most important key in Sunglin City. Although I'm not sure about your background, I know that you want to help the people here. Take it. The central agricultural system is the cultivation of my life's work, and it will undoubtedly aid you in whatever endeavor you pursue. Just as it has served this land over the years. You're welcome. Now go and good luck.
Mr. Nong gave you his authentication token, you said? That's the first piece of good news we have received today. Please head to the Central Square and meet up with Xin. She's already there. I believe she is currently engaged in a tough battle. Please stop Wu Shi and foil Fang Lin's wicked plan.
Moonset! Restless children are not like fluttering wings. Fall. 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 Complete insight. Is this what pain feels like? That roar. It's the same bear that attacked us earlier. Fluttering wings. Fluttering wings. Heading towards the city. The bear has broken into the city.
Copy that. We've evacuated all citizens from the streets. Please stop it from causing any more damage in the city.
Fall. Fluttering wings. Complete insight.
Complete insight. Full. Complete insight. Complete insight. Full. Complete insight. Ansu. End it all. Complete insight. Fluttering wings. Full. Fluttering wings. Complete insight. Fluttering wings. Full. Complete insight. Complete insight. Fluttering wings. Full. Ansu. End it all. It's okay. I'm still alive. Full. Moonset! Futile effort! Futile effort! It went towards the central square.
Everyone, the head librarian of Emaon and others are heading to the central square to meet with Scene. At this moment, all our most elite members have gathered there. But even so, we must not remain idle. We will execute the backup plan. In case the system fails, we have manual switches for all the sprinklers. We must manually close all the valves for the sprinklers in the city. By doing so, even if the system reactivates the sprinklers, contaminated water will not be sprayed out.
Wait, we are supposed to manually close all the valves? Each and every one of them?
I've conducted a check of the municipal pipework, and it shows that there are approximately 250,000 valves in the city.
But that's not practical at all! Master Yuan Xuan has taken a significant number of our members, and we are currently left with, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
There's no need to count. I have just done so, and we have fewer than 30 people here, including myself.
This means that each one of us will have to close nearly 10,000 valves on average! It would be easier for us to consume all the grain in the city.
I know, and that's why I will return to the City Hall and mobilize all the staff there as well.
However, even with that, it wouldn't be nearly enough. The entire government staff is just a small number, and we must also consider the members who are outside or elsewhere.
Let's not forget our philosophy of practicality. If there is no better solution, then this is the path we must take.
Understood. I will download a detailed map of the pipe network and distribute it to everyone's personal terminals.
I will assign regions to each person for responsibility.
And I will coordinate communications for each zone.
Everyone else, Let's leave immediately and take action.
So, this is what happened. My colleagues, please stop what you are doing now and turn off all the sprinkler valves. Mobilize all the police, fire, emergency rescue, and other disaster relief forces.
How much time do we have left?
The culprit plans to activate the sprinklers during the Harvest Festival, so we can assume the sprinklers will be activated the moment the festival starts. Therefore, we have less than 3 hours.
Closing 250,000 valves within 3 hours. This is totally impossible. So we're supposed to close more than 80,000 valves per hour, around 14,000 per minute, 23 per second. Even a child knows these numbers are daunting.
I understand, but every second we spend complaining about the difficulty, the danger gets that much closer to the people of Songlin City.
Hey, we never said we wouldn't help Secretary Ching. Have we ever turned a blind eye to our colleagues in distress and people in danger? We'll immediately notify all the staff to start now.
We will clear the streets to ensure smooth traffic flow.
Well, we will mobilize transportation forces to carry out the task.
We'll dispatch personnel familiar with the pipeline layouts in each district as guides.
And we'll ceaselessly broadcast emergency announcements and request residents' cooperation.
All hospitals throughout the city are already operating at near full capacity. But we will find a way to distribute extra medical resources to deal with this crisis.
If you require any funds, feel free to use them, and we will handle the accounting after the crisis.
I sincerely thank you all.
You can thank us after everything settles down. Secretary Ching, I've always wanted to tell you that while you are the backbone of the government, let's not forget that the Bureau of Oversight and Integrity is not the only department here. We might not be as capable as you, our judgment may not be as sharp, and we may seem old-fashioned and stubborn. However, we are also an integral part of the city, just like you, and the people of Chonglin City rely on us. Let's work together. What's the situation on Secretary Ching's end?
Based on the feedback from our squads, the situation is far from optimistic, to say the least.
Time is running out.
We're responsible for the maintenance of the pipelines, and we understand how challenging this task is. I don't mean to discourage you at this critical moment, but seriously, there's no way to turn off all the sprinklers within 3 hours without a miracle.
My subordinates just reported a new development. Check this out, my friends.
Municipal government. This is Tsing. This is not quite what I expected. Should we take the blame for not effectively telling the residents to stay put? No, not at all. It's my fault. I've forgotten the most powerful force within Songlin City.
The number of valves closed is soaring now. So many residents have stepped out to close the valves in their neighborhoods. Looks like we will make it, Secretary Chung. More than 96% of all valves have been closed. Even if a few remain open, the damage won't be severe.
Amazing!
Tiang, we've received an emergency communication. It's from the head librarian of Emeon.
Oh, right. How's it going with Xin and the others? Did they manage to stop Wuxi?
Don't keep me waiting next time!
Mr. Nong has given us permission to forcibly shut down all the sprinklers.
That's great, but before that, we need to deal with this obstacle.
Complete insight.
Futile effort! Revolve moon! Futile effort!
Complete insight.
Reckless children are not liked. Futile effort!
Fluttering wings. Complete insight.
Moonset! Futile effort! Waning crescent!
Fluttering wings. Fluttering wings. Complete insight. Complete insight. Full. Fluttering wings. Onsu. End it all. Full. Complete insight. Fluttering wings.
Waiting.
Complete insight. It's okay. I'm still alive. Fluttering wings. Complete insight. Onsu. End it all. Time to put an end to this.
Waning crescent!
Onsu. End it all. Full. Fluttering wings. Complete insight. Full. Complete insight. Fluttering wings. Complete insight. Full. Complete insight. Onsu. End it all. Complete insight. Complete insight. Fluttering wings.
Now! Go! You're Tiahua's brother, right? I understand why you're doing this, but you can't. You can't leave everyone without food.
Welcome, visitor. Please state the purpose of your visit. I don't understand your question. You are already within the Central Agricultural System. How may I assist you? High security level request detected. Please identify yourself immediately. Access granted. Please issue the command. If you are referring to authorization, yes, it is complete. It seems this is your first visit here. This centralized agricultural system has long abandoned traditional methods of interaction. While I can understand most verbal commands, if you prefer the traditional input method, I can guide you to the console. Failed to execute the command. All sprinklers have been deactivated since Director Feng Lin and Secretary Ching adjusted the system settings last time. No commands have been issued to reactivate them. Affirmative. All 252,017 valves in the city are closed. Would you like to modify the configuration to reactivate them? However, 250,039 of those valves have been manually closed. The manual lockout must be lifted before the system can assume control. Understood. The sprinkler subsystem will remain on standby.
Wusha has not activated the sprinkler system at all.
we've received an emergency communication. It's from the head librarian of Emeon.
Oh, right. How's it going with Scene and the others? Did they manage to stop Wuxia?
They asked me to inform you that Wuxia didn't activate the sprinkler system at all.
What did you say? Then what was the purpose of all this?
And the head librarian said that all residents of the city must go back home immediately.
Take a break, B. Master, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or not.
Fortunately, we still have this wine. Good wine, like good food, can satisfy your hunger. Tell your mom to prepare some bowls.
Yes, thankfully we still have this jar of wine. Go and fetch some bowls.
Excuse me. Do you have any food to spare for this weary traveler from afar? I'm willing to pay for it. I see. An unabandoned house is already a rare sight here in the western region. Wait, is that... this aroma? Could it be the maiden rose from the Changyin region?
That's the last of the wine. And I need to let my boy taste it. I'm sorry, but I can't share it with you.
I understand. It has a delightful aroma. I believe it's been reserved for 3 years, or perhaps 5 at most. Unfortunately, Maiden Rose only reveals its true essence after aging for 18 years or more. Now, please allow me to take my leave.
What's that amazing smell? This old fool's got something really good.
Where is it? Let's go find it.
Are you blind? It's right there on the table! Hey, old fool. We've come here multiple times, but it seems like you don't trust us at all.
You know, as parents, you should set a good example of honesty for your children. It's not right to enjoy such fantastic wine all by yourself, you know.
What bad luck. Good news is the wine's still here.
What about the boy?
We'll deal with him later. Let's enjoy the wine for now.
wine is intended for adults, you're not yet ready to appreciate its taste. Maiden Rose is rarely found in the Western region, and giving it to a child would only spoil its essence. It's indeed a fine wine, though it's regrettable that there's so little of it. Old friends always depart, running water eventually passes away, and good wine is never ample enough. I'm sorry, I just drank the last bit of wine without the host's permission. For such fine wine, I should offer something in return. Since you probably don't know what money is, I'll fulfill one of your wishes as payment for the wine.
Can I ask for anything?
Well, I guess I was a bit drunk and boasted a little too much. Seriously, how can an adult say something impossible in front of a child? I can't bring the dead back or make the sun come out of the west, but as long as it can be achieved with human power, feel free to ask.
Please take me away.
Take you away? To where?
To where? Anywhere will do. I want to find my sister.
Sure. What's her name?
Chawa. Her name is Chawa.
And yours?
Wusha. My name is Wusha.
I have other matters to attend to, and we won't be seeing each other again in the near future. As for the remaining matters in Songlin City, I entrust them to you.
The remaining matters?
You have your own path, Wusha. Follow your heart, and everything will be fine.
As you wish, Master. Master, if I'm too incompetent to fulfill your wishes...
No need to worry, Wusha. Whether you succeed or fail, the outcome will not change. By embracing tranquility and forsaking greed, the natural order unfolds, allowing the world to find its balance. I love all the people of Xian deeply, and I'm confident that they won't let me down. It is because of the virtuous nature of this generation that I'm confident they will join me in establishing an eternal paradise.
Why is this? Why is this happening?
I had a dream.
Was it a pleasant dream?
I suppose so. Yes, it was a pleasant dream.
But your expression doesn't look peaceful.
It's difficult to find peace when you still have unfinished tasks and experiments. Besides, I heard the cries of the children. I'm terrified. I'm worried that those children won't have enough to eat. What if they get hungry or get sick? When I think of these concerns, I can't find peace in my dream.
It's all right. It was just a bad dream.
My lifelong pursuit has been to ensure that no one grows hungry. I wonder if I've done well enough.
You don't have to sleep if you're terrified.
One should be like a good seed, growing deep roots and abundant branches. But all tangible things have their inevitable fate. Rice will become food for people, and straw will turn into fertile soil for the coming year. Only then will a seed not be in vain.
Well, sleep then. You've done excellently. No one could have done better than you. No one will ever go hungry or fall ill again. I promise you. Rest well and have a peaceful dream. Sweet dreams. So, autumn comes in the end.
You could even flip heaven and earth, if that's what you wished for.
So, after a millennium, you're the first old friend to welcome me back, right? Well, quite the endurance to have made it this far, young lady.
Same here from my side. It's surprising to see someone of your stature resorting to rowing a boat to cover your tracks over such a long distance. How would you like me to address you? Sower? Jisia? Or perhaps the First Emperor? Despite Master Yuan Chuan's advice to show respect, your actions make it hard for me to do so.
I see. It's not exactly honorable to take a fisherman's boat, but I've left enough compensation for 2 new ones.
Are you trying to play dumb?
Same here from my side. Do you really have time to deal with me now? Or even if I play along and don't run away, can you actually take me down within the time limit? You may seem composed, but deep down, anxiety is gnawing at you, right? You're not the only one who followed me all the way to Qingyu City. No. Weishe is not extending hospitality to guests from afar. That goes against Yuan Chuan's teachings, right? You've noticed them too, right? Our northern friends seem interested in cerulean water as well. Well, I'm not bothered. Even if you're looking to fight here, I'm fine with it. I've got plenty of time. But if you do fight me here, I wonder if you can keep up with our northern friends. I have a suggestion. Since Yuan Chuan is here, why not leave me to him and go after our northern guests? Or do you doubt if Yuan Chuan can handle me?
Yuan Chuan has everything under control. You're just a cornered rat.
A cornered rat, huh? Well, Qingyu City is definitely cornered. And there are way too many rats that have been around for too long.
All right, I need an update on what's happening now.
All the indicators are the same as usual.
Still the same, right?
Yes. This has been the case since the head librarian left the city. We've tried using cutting-edge devices, but no matter how we measure time and space, whether through the scientific lens or the CAVE's secret knowledge system, the results don't change. Time flow in Tanglin City is stopped now. It's almost like this city is isolated from the natural flow of time, become an island detached from the outside world. This is just like
the Library of Babel.
We don't know how to fix this now.
And I don't think we should try it. I trust the head librarian, who has been through so much with us, wouldn't put the people of Songlin City in harm's way. Maybe this is the best course for now. With the root cause of cerulean blight unsolved, it might be wise to temporarily halt the contamination. Head librarian. And Master Yuan, please. We're all relying on you.
Let's begin.
The grand hunt beneath the full moon! Moonset! Waning crescent! Futile effort! Moonset! Futile effort! Futile effort! Waning crescent! Futile effort! Futile effort!
It seems you still can't stop the moon's cycle. Ah, well done. Keep up the good work.
The moon is the first milestone. It looks like the moon is currently in its full phase. The moon is currently in its full phase.